There's no way we ever could. Now I see everything that's going wrong with the world and those who lead it. We just feel like we don't have the means to rise above and beat it. So we keep waiting, waiting on the world to change. We keep on waiting, waiting on the world to change. One day our generation is gonna rule the population. So we keep waiting, waiting on the world to change. We have the power to bring our neighbors home from war. They would have never missed a Christmas. No more ribbons on the door. And when you trust your television, what you get is what you got. 'Cause when they own the information, oh, they can bend it all they want. That's why we're waiting, waiting on the world to change. We keep on waiting, waiting on the world to change. It's not that we don't care, we just know that the fighting's there. So we keep waiting, waiting on the world to change. So we're still waiting, waiting on the world to change. We keep on waiting, waiting on the world to change. One day our generation is gonna rule the population. So we keep waiting, waiting on the world to change. 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 Thank you very much.
Welcome to this James Cook University graduation ceremony. Please ensure that all electronic devices are switched off. Graduates, you are reminded that protocol requires that you take off your mortarboard bonnet for the national anthem. Would the assembly please stand for the entrance of the academic procession?
Chancellor, distinguished guests, members of the academic procession, graduates and guests, good afternoon. Welcome to this Division of Tropical Health and Medicine graduation ceremony. Will you please remain standing for the national anthem, which will be sung by Ms. Taylor Fitzgibbon.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strength and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Thank you. Please be seated. I invite Professor Martin Nackeder, Member of the Order of Australia and Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Indigenous Education and Strategy, to deliver the acknowledgement to country.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, colleagues, Professor Smallwood, good afternoon families, students and distinguished guests. My name is Professor Nackeder. I'm a Torres Strait Islander and the Deputy Vice-Chancellor for Indigenous Education and Strategy at James Cook University. I work at the Bebegu Yamba campus in Douglas on Bindal country. As is the tradition now at James Cook University, we acknowledge the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people as the first people to this country. And we pay our respects to all traditional owners, and in particular to the traditional owners of the lands where we operate our business. Today, we acknowledge that we stand on Wulgurukaba country. The Wulgurukaba people have a spiritual, physical, social, and cultural connection to their land in the very southern boundaries of the wet tropics region and into the dry tropics. Their name signifies they were a canoe people with histories that link the Herbert River, Hinchinbrook and Palm Islands, and southwards to Magnetic Island, which they know as Yimbadun. For many thousands of years, they have been responsible for the care of country in this region, and this is why we pay our respect to their elders past and present, as well as to their emerging leaders. Today, I also want to acknowledge Professor Sandra Harding, our Vice-Chancellor, for her leadership over many, many years that has enabled hundreds of Indigenous students, just like yourselves today, to cross this stage as graduates of James Cook University. Professor Harding, we thank you and our very best wishes for your retirement.
We are assembled here today to confer James Cook University Awards. May I take this opportunity to introduce members of the official party. My name is Mr. Russ Parker and I'm today's Ceremony Marshal. From my right, Professor Lee Stewart, Dean of the College of Healthcare Sciences. Professor Christine Bruce, Dean of Graduate Research. Professor Martin Nackeder, Member of the Order of Australia, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Indigenous Education and Strategy. Ms. Giselle Bovink, Deputy University Secretary and today's Mace Bearer. The University's Chancellor, Mr. Bill Tudell. Vice-Chancellor and President, Professor Sandra Harding, Officer of the Order of Australia. Ms. Danielle Hornsby. Ms. Hornsby will deliver today's occasional address. Professor Richard Murray, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Division of Tropical Health and Medicine. And Professor Stephen Naylor, Chair of the University's Academic Board. Seated behind the official party are members of the university staff. Chancellor, I invite you to address the Assembly.
Good afternoon. I warmly acknowledge today Professor Sandra Harding, Officer of the Order of Australia, our Vice-Chancellor and President, Ms. Danielle Hornsby, Executive Director of Allied Health at the Townsville Hospital and Health Service, our distinguished occasional speaker, Mr. Craig Redeep Morris, our graduate speaker, who today will be awarded a Bachelor of Psychology with honours, members of the official party, Professor Smallwood, members of JCU's governing body, the Council, ladies and gentlemen, and most important of all, our graduating students. Thank you, Professor Nakata, a member of the Order of Australia, one of JCU's outstanding alumni, for your warm and evocative acknowledgement to country. Ladies and gentlemen, Martin has made a very significant contribution to Indigenous education and will continue to do so after recently accepting the position of Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Indigenous Education and Strategy at JCU. I too acknowledge the traditional owners of the lands on which we gather and pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. Warm thanks also to Taylor Fitzgibbon for her stirring rendition of our national anthem, and to Taylor, Baxter Beddoes and Tammy Moxon for their excellent pre-ceremony entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great honour and great pleasure to welcome you to our graduation ceremony. I'm so pleased we can host this graduation in person today after having to change to a virtual event in 2020. One of the very best aspects of being Chancellor of my alma mater is presiding over graduation ceremonies. It's an opportunity to celebrate the achievements of our students and rejoice with the wonderful staff of JCU at the culmination of all their work to turn out graduates of such remarkable quality. Congratulations, you made it. I commend you for your persistence and determination to make it through what has been a very challenging final 2 years of study. COVID-19 has altered fundamental aspects of our lives and brought devastation and disruption to our world. But the struggle we've faced has brought out the best in so many people and thrown up opportunities as well as hardships, leading to very moving displays of strength and of innovation. When I reflect on recent events of the last year or so, it's heartening to see how far we've come. The way in which our JCU community has responded to the challenges and privations of the last 2 years has been outstanding, an uplifting affirmation of what we can achieve when we all pull together and support each other. I'd like to acknowledge with gratitude too the family and friends who have helped bring you to this milestone in your lives. They have been the sounding board, the shoulder to cry on, and the motivator during these tough times, and deserve to be proud of their contribution. Ladies and gentlemen, a brief note about something you will notice later in the ceremony. James Cook University is always proud to celebrate the diversity of cultures and customs that make up our university community and landscape. A very special part of that is to acknowledge the academic achievements of our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students through a sashing ceremony that we hold just before every graduation ceremony. Later, you will see those students proudly wearing their sashes as they walk across the stage to receive their awards. This is but one of the special ways we honour our connection to and shared history with the traditional owners of the land on which we operate. During our 50th anniversary year, last year, we were particularly proud to announce that local Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander communities had gifted to us Indigenous names for each of JCU's campuses in northern Queensland. We're very conscious of the responsibility that comes with that, and I was personally very proud indeed to participate in these ceremonies and to acknowledge the role of Australia's Indigenous peoples in the advancement of our university. 2022 will see another important milestone, the 30th anniversary of the nation-changing High Court ruling, which we all came to know as the Mabo decision. JCU has every right to be proud of the part we played in helping Eddie Koiki Mabo in his fight for land rights. I had the pleasure myself of knowing Koiki Mabo in my days as a student at JCU and began my full-time working life in the library that now so appropriately bears his name. And one of the treasured moments of my time as Chancellor was when 3 years ago I was able to confer on Eddie Koiki Mabo's widow, Benita, an honorary doctorate in recognition of her own very significant achievements in promoting Indigenous advancement. We will share more with you the information in coming months as to how the university will mark this milestone. Given that my wife Chris, who's here, and I are both graduates of JCU, a particularly pleasant aspect of my role today is to welcome all of you, JCU's new graduates, into our alumni family. Our alumni have made significant contributions everywhere you look, playing vital roles locally, regional, nationally, and internationally. In graduating today, you're joining the ranks of some very high-achieving JCU alumni. These include recent Outstanding Alumni and Chancellor's Outstanding Alumni Award recipient, Professor Royan West. Professor West is a proud Kalkadunga and Jakandai woman from northwestern Queensland who has dedicated her life to improving healthcare for Indigenous people through her work as a nurse, academic, and now CEO of the Congress of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Nurses and Midwives. Among our 2021 Early Career Outstanding Alumni Award recipients was occupational therapist Ryan Winch. Ryan's passion for occupational health and hygiene has taken him around the world. Now in Dublin, Ireland, he is the global head of occupational health for multinational pharmaceutical company Novartis, leading their emergency response to COVID-19. We also have high-achieving alumni who have become household names, like sport and exercise science graduate Paul Bowman. Paul is a former State of Origin rugby league player and now head of performance at our beloved North Queensland Cowboys. I could go on with impressive examples of people who've gone before you. I'm sure you'll be relieved to know that I won't. I'll let those few examples illustrate what I think is an important point. Now, today is all about you, our graduates, and the families and loved ones who have helped to get you to the point we are celebrating today. And our Vice-Chancellor is the most insistent on that point. I feel, though, that it would be remiss of me not to take a brief moment to acknowledge Professor Harding's impending retirement. And to thank you, Sandra, on behalf of all of us here, and many, many others as well, for your fine leadership and contribution, both to the northern Queensland community, but far wider. We will welcome a new Vice-Chancellor and President, Professor Simon Biggs, in February next year. We know that Professor Biggs has Professor Harding's blessing and her selfless support as ever, as he endeavours to preserve and build on the fine legacy that Sandra Harding will be leaving him. Now, graduates, the time's come to pause and really take in and enjoy all that you've achieved. Those of us responsible for leading the universities are very proud of you for staying the course and reaching this milestone, and I look forward to seeing you come across the stage later to receive your awards. That will be the time for your family, your friends, your supporters to applaud and cheer you with all the gusto and energy they can muster. And when the celebrations subside and you begin your careers, before long, life will be filled with all kinds of responsibilities and challenges. I've no doubt that that process has begun. But I do encourage you to stay in touch with JCU through our alumni network. I'm very glad I did. You are JCU's next generation of leaders and game changers, and we want to be able to follow your achievements and take pride in them, to take pride in you. And as you begin to make your mark in the world, remember you have only just begun your learning journey. The renowned futurist author Alvin Toffler once reflected on this notion in his book, known to so many of us, Future Shock. He said, and I'm quoting, "The illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn." I have no doubt that in the near future you will bring the power of your JCU education to bear on issues of great significance to your communities. Congratulations and good luck.
Chancellor, I call upon the Chair of the Academic Board, Professor Stephen Naylor, to present graduates.
Will all graduating students please stand? Chancellor, I certify to you and to the University that all graduates and graduands standing before you today have fulfilled the requirements prescribed by the University, and I ask that they be recognised as admitted to their respective awards.
In the name of the University Council and by my authority as Chancellor, I recognise and admit candidates so approve and congratulate and warmly welcome you as JCU alumni.
Will all graduates please be seated?
Chancellor, the awarding of Doctor of Philosophy degrees has a special place in our graduation ceremony. It is one of the highest qualifications which the University awards. This degree is awarded for the successful completion of a significant piece of independent research, sustained in its scholarly character, and one which makes an original contribution to the field. External examination is always involved. 6 candidates are to be presented this afternoon. Professor Christine Bruce, Dean of Graduate Research, will present the graduates and acknowledge their supervisors, and Professor Stephen Naylor, Chair of the Academic Board, will read the thesis abstracts.
Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Anna Maria Beimer. Dr. Beimer's studies were undertaken in the discipline of Society and Culture under the supervision of Dr. Anne Swinburne and Dr. Connor McShane.
Chancellor, Dr. Beimer investigated an Australian population sample's attitudes towards environmentally displaced people and whether these attitudes can be shifted using perspective taking. She found placing people into the perspective of environmentally displaced people improved attitudes. Her findings can be used to enhance intergroup relationships between host countries and environmentally displaced people. Chancellor, Dr. Beimer has also been awarded a Master of Psychological Science Clinical. Chancellor, I present Dr. Beimer.
Jackie Belinda Eagers. Dr. Eagers' studies were undertaken in the discipline of health under the supervision of Professor Richard Franklin, Professor Matthew Yao, and Associate Professor Fiona Barnett.
Chancellor, Dr. Eagers studied the scope of practice of occupational therapy in the work to retirement transition in Australia. She found current occupational therapy scope of practice is limited, often occurring through the course of other work. A framework to guide future application of occupational therapy practice in the work to retirement transition is provided. Chancellor, I present Dr. Eagers.
Peter James Harton. Dr. Harton's studies were undertaken in the discipline of general nursing under the supervision of Professor Melanie Burks and Associate Professor David Lindsay.
Chancellor, Dr. Harton examined how bullying in the nursing profession in Australia has changed over 4 decades and why it has persisted. He found that factors that contribute to the emergence of this phenomena changed accordingly to the context and over time. Findings will be used to inform effective solutions. Chancellor, I present Dr. Harton.
Mitchell Dean Scovell. Dr. Scovell's studies were undertaken in the discipline of health under the supervision of Dr. Connor McShane, Dr. Anne Swinburne, and Dr. Daniel Smith.
Chancellor, Dr. Scovell used psychological theories to explain how and why people differ in their levels of cyclone preparedness. It was found that psychological factors are relatively strong predictors of a range of cyclone mitigation behaviours. The findings have implications for improving existing theories and cyclone-related messaging. Chancellor, I present Dr. Scovell.
Sadaf Zara Zara. Dr. Zara's studies were undertaken in the discipline of management and commerce under the supervision of Dr. Breda McCarthy and Associate Professor Taha Chaichi.
Chancellor, Dr. Zahra investigated how to mitigate the environmental degradation due to excessive meat consumption habits by changing consumer food choices towards more sustainable meat consumption related to reducing meat-based diet or eating eco-friendly organic meat from an emerging economy perspective. Livestock industries and policymakers use study findings to promote the organic food industry. Chancellor, I present Dr. Zahra.
Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of Doctor of Philosophy graduates.
Chancellor, I invite Professor Lee Stewart, Dean of the College of Healthcare Sciences, to present the college graduates.
Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Exercise Physiology Clinical, Paige Brittany Degara. Kai Elkin. Shania May Flanagan. Emily Ray Harding. Casey Jo McKenzie. Ryan Connor McGrath. Oliver McIver Thew. Zeke Harlan Roberts. Zachary Clement Tolley. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Nursing Science, Kieran Scott Ackerman. Taylor Rebecca Alderton. Olu Watoyosi Adi Kunli. Jessie Jane Adkins. Charlize Kiara Allen. Lucinda Jane Anderson. Annetta Anthony. Alexia Eve Akidiakono. Kate Whitney Ashman. Hector Ashleen Awal. Anat Azulay. Alexandra Jade Baker. Matala Chloe Barnett. Sydney Elizabeth Barrett. Poonam Naini Bassi. Sarah Bates. Molly Ann Bennett. Brittany Jade Benson. And with the Sally Gould Prize, Kayla Berry. Hayley Isabel Bethel. Rose May Beilenberg. Sydney Ellen Bird. Sharelle Lee Blair. Tatania Bernadette Rose Bong. Alana Rose Bowles. Rachel Ellen Burko. Phoebe Kathleen Brennan. Tanae Sheridan Brigg. Amber Briggs. Charlotte Rose Brody. Madison Jade Bookback. Kiara Yvonne K. Butler. Olivia Annie Mary Burns. Kathleen Louise Carey. Mariah Karkit. Adele Rose Carroll. Rihanna Jane Catalano. Lorene Carol Chalmers. Tennille Ann Mary Chalmers. Laura Frances Clark. Jade Sasha Coburn. Dimity Florence Cole. Madison Page Conwell. Jesse Benjamin Copley. Portia Mary Crawford. Keely Marie Cusson. Taylor Jade Cutts. Amanda Marie Deacon. Mackenzie Kaylin Dennis. Quinn Oisan Days. Natasha Rose Donnelly. Ali Marie Draper. Chanel Renee Eden. Michaela Rose Edwards. Alicia Beth Elsing. Monica Therese Figg. Stevie Tyler Fisher. Bridie Catherine Mary Fletcher. Angela Alice Fogarty. Renee Ellen Franklin Hill. Amy Isabel Freeman. Olivia Yvette Gasser. Jessica Caitlin Gill. Poniette Tyrone Gaiuka Sigal. Gemma Lee Grant. Gemma Morgan Green. Annie Greenwood Shaftsley. Donna Louise Gregory. Georgie Christine Guest. Caitlin Crystal Hale. Gemma Jo Henderson. Annika May Hinchcliffe. Jessica Jane Horsfall. Sarah Jane Huston. Esther Beatriz Jimenez Poveda. Oshman Kerr. Ramandeep Kerr. Taylor Kioski. Sarah Louise Klassen. Cara Jacqueline Lane. Trent Michael Lane. Emma Riss Leshner. Lutisha Lee. Tammy Elise Lynch. Jack Douglas Mayers. Zoe Ann Marshall. Arne Martin. Talisha Annabelle Mason. Sarah Jane Mawini. Casey Jane Mayo. Olivia Isabel McCluskey. Mitchell Douglas McConnell. Evelyn Heather McEldowie. Ted Lindsay Miles. Emma Cherie Moore. Daniel Robert Mulhall. Courtney Tira Neville. Tu Lin Tai Nguyen. Ruby May Nolan. And with the Dr. Will Cairns Palliative Care Essay Prize for Nursing, Cynthia Nwankwo. Janika and Marie Ogden. Emma Grace Parker. Holly Anna Rose Pierce. Melissa Joy Pennington. Peter Marie Phillips. Carlina Elaine Pollock. Taylor Lee Prasser. Emily Madison Puglisi. Jade Ashley Rasink. Jack Morgan Roberts. Rebecca Jane Roberts. Vanessa Lee Roberts. Meg Alexandra Roundtree. Phoebe Ann Ryder. Brianna Serafin. Simon James Sibley. Chloe Soborolski. Tamara Lee Stacey. Phoebe Ann Stitt Patterson. Phoebe Ann Stothart. Brittany Sultana. Sharon Sunil. Sarah Tanner. Josiah Tabaringana. Hannah Marie Telford. Arthira Thomas. Claire Louise Trigist. Hayley Therese Tronson. Lillian May Tucker Perks. Sarah Elizabeth Tuckett. Michelle Louise Turner. Sharon Lee Valmadre. Tasman Christine Van Leeuwen. Monique Van Niekerk. Pamela Ellen Whalen. Erin Wildman. Sophie Ann Wilson. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Nursing Science with distinction. Venita Michelle Blackhurst. Matthew Corns. And with the Michael Eric Van Genderen Memorial Award, Belinda Mary Dennis. Rebecca Jade Dennis. Jacqueline Engman. Deborah Colleen Erickson. And with the Townsville Hospital Foundation Prize, Year 1, Amanda Lee Goodman. Rachel Isaac. And with the Pam McAllister Memorial Prize, Imogen Georgia Isokangis. Lekin Celeste Kelly. Madeline Mabel Knight. Andrew Robert Lee Norton. Sarah Jasmine O'Connell. Demi Ellen Patterson. Vivienne Elise Robson. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Nursing Science, Bachelor of Midwifery, Tyler Berryman. Chloe Elizabeth Brunner. Tanae Cowan. Kate Mackenzie Finger. Chloe Louise Hamilton. Kimberly Jane Hayes. Casey Loren Kedge. Lucy Rose Laverack. Peter Louise Leahy. Tegan Rose Mapstone. Eloise Claire McNeil. Jordan Miranda Met. Kira Lee Elizabeth Modra. Samantha Jane New. Danette Potgeiter. Amy Lee Sinton. Siobhan Lillianne Williamson. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Nursing Science, Bachelor of Midwifery with distinction. Jade Haley Bacon. And with the Emeritus Professor Barbara Hayes Medallion, Lauren Marie Dion. Catherine Gale Green. Jasmine Grace Griffiths. Eliza Jane Mackay. Christiana Margaret Morph. Jasmine Ann Bly. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Occupational Therapy Honours, Hayley Ann Atkins. Keely Jane Andrews. Samantha Kalia Banks. Brianna Marjorie Bellaby. Jane Marie Blanchette. David Gorton Botel. Chloe Elise Chapman. Natasha Ann Clegg. Ben Martin Crane. Tiana Janai Dizalt. Daisy Louise Faust. Brooklyn Goad. Pimchanok Hudson. Max Andrew Richard Harrison. Sean Thomas Harrison. Ashley Louise Haysom. Chantel Marie Heel. Shayla Roymata Hunter Madeley. Taylor Margaret Levers. Kirsten Ellen Johnson. Sahara Emily Kay. Madeline Elise Laspina. Casper John Lisiardello. Ellie McGibbon. Shanae Elise Murphy. Lucy Joan Penny. Mignon Prinsloo. Amy Louise Ridgely. Joanna Catherine Ruddle. Vicky Ruddell. Amy Kate Saywood. Lydia Amy Sheehan. Lachlan George Smith. Cody Colin John Stitt. Tara Jane Straps. Taylor Marie Thus. Brandon Jeffrey Toomey. Ashley Jade Vella. Clayton Barry Willing. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Occupational Therapy Honours with distinction. Shelby Pamela Hewitt. Ruby May Dior Rapisada. And with the Occupational Therapy Achievement Award, Kate Morgan Ross. Noel John Barnes. Kate Jacqueline Barry. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Physiotherapy, Nicholas James Benassi. Cassie Brooke Connolly. Daryl Louise Latham Cox. Bethany Dick. Romany Elmis. Kira Fazolari. Crystal Angela Gatti. Jordan Lee Griggs. Alicia Ho Chow. Kieran Brett Jerd. Kate Marie Luck. Jamie Christine Mather. Riley James McDonald. Shannon Grace McCowers. Melissa Jo Miles. Lauren Elaine Money. Jessica Grace Muller. Rohit Murjay Murgod. Isaac Parkon Ngu. Amy Jane O'Sullivan. Michaela Brooke Perron. Gemma Passy. Brooke Alana Perry. Jacob James Renshaw. Kumi Reinecke. Joseph William Romagnolo. Patrick Rosso. Molly Joan Shield. Sophie Louise Watson. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Physiotherapy with distinction and with the Australian Physiotherapy Association Queensland Branch Prize, Hayley Louise Jones. Rose Annabelle Singh. Chancellor, I present a graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Physiotherapy Honours Class 1 and with the Physiotherapy Research Foundation Prize for Academic Excellence in Honours Research Work, Tessa Yap. Chancellor, I present another graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Physiotherapy Honours with distinction and with the Florence Robert and Colin Dempster Prize for Physiotherapy, Olivia Kate Smith. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Psychological Science, Shauna Lee Balderson. Stacia Pearl Birkin. Lucio Alessandro Cellotto. Alana Elizabeth Coffey. Jacqueline Nicole Dart. Kira Marie Eardley. Piper Brooke Edwards. Samantha Lee Ferguson. Chloe Jade Gibson. Kirsty Louise Grogan. Sophie Carolyn Madden. Karida Pawapi. Louis Anthony Richetti. Taylor Eleanor Root. Georgia Marie Sator. Patrick John Schreiber. Gabrielle Elizabeth Stokes. Jade Taylor. Raymond William Walker Campbell. Casey Francis Godman Smith. Chancellor, my mistake. I present Casey and others as graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Psychological Science with distinction. Casey Francis Godman Smith. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Psychological Science Honours, Shane Davidson. And Michaela J. English. Abby Elizabeth Hope. Kayla Saline Putter. Piaget Corbella. Monique Phoebe Duquesne. Holly Sarah Ann Parker. Chancellor, I present a graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Psychological Science Honours with distinction, Nathan Ralph Kempelaere. Chancellor, I present a graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Psychological Science and the Bachelor of Psychological Science Honours, Kelly Samantha Bell. Chancellor, I present a graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business, Bachelor of Psychology, Adam Patrick Gillespie. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Psychology Honours, Megan Paris Martin Belgue. Emily J. Canavan. Chelsea Lee Reynolds. Danielle Jacqueline Smolacombe. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Psychology Honours and with the James McCallum Prize in Applied Psychology, Craig DeAndre O'Ripdep Morris. Chloe Jade Wright. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Psychology Honours with distinction, Samuel Bodenman. Kira Lee Maher. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Speech Pathology, Hayley Cherie Hobson. Mia van der Westhuizen. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Speech Pathology Honours, Tara Kathleen Fernandez. Remy Taylor Martin. Alice Patricia Phillips. Madeline Grace Stanton. Summer Marie Grave. Rachel Louise Beck. Elise Teitzel. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Speech Pathology Honours with distinction. Nadine de Boer. And with the Speech Pathology Australia Student Award, Annie Crossley-Vestergaard. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Sport and Exercise Science, Lachlan James Bowthorpe. Joanne Clark. Lachlan Andrew Ford. Amber Gardiner. Chennai Christine Hall. Robert Anthony Innes. Gavin David Kearney. David Christopher Musamichi. Dane Gerard Reid. Julia Elizabeth Todicino. Diala Elizabeth Trigets. Lakeisha White. Emily K. Wilson. Chancellor, I present a graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Sport and Exercise Science with distinction, Leah Ann Johnson. Chancellor, I present a graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Sport and Exercise Science Honours, Class 1, Drew Connor Harrison. Chancellor, I present a graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Danielle Moslotto. Chancellor, I present graduates awarded the degree of Graduate Certificate of Psychology, Carmen Marie Lowe. Chancellor, I present graduates awarded the degree of Graduate Diploma of Psychology, Bridging, Bridget Jane Rose Milsom. Joshua Burton Roberts. Chancellor, I present a graduate awarded the degree of Graduate Diploma of Psychology, Bridging with distinction, Madeline Jeanette B. Plate. Chancellor, I present graduates awarded the degree of Graduate Diploma of Psychology, Grace Lindy Baril. Melissa Louise Kokuchu. Naomi Tamara Coleman. Toby Eris Condon. Jacqueline Garrigan. Emma Morgan Hannigan. Riley Jane Hinds. Sarah Louise Joy Magdalinsky. Ethan David Phillips. Carla Sarah Ryan. Margaret Dawn Smith. Chancellor, I present graduates awarded the degree of Graduate Diploma of Midwifery, Sarah Nadine Blythe. Lara Druitt. Erin Sarah Freeman. Sophie Gorman. Kelly Marie O'Connor. Catherine Amy Phelan. Emily Elizabeth Stone. Adariti. Chancellor, I present a graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Midwifery, Megan Hack. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Nursing, Crystal Virginia Benson. Natalie Marie Bloomfield. Mercy Boscher. Gabrielle Kathleen Burke. Liani Nicola Kabasi. Stephanie Harlow. Tracy Hess. Katie Jane Morandin. Angelica Naimiech. Nomsa Firi. Katrina Louise Roberts. Rebecca Robson. Jasmeet Kaur Sandhu. Julie Carolyn Shepherd. Melanie Catherine Telford. Merja Irene Van Tannen. Mariah Van Tannen. Cecilia Na Wolf. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Nursing with distinction. Megan Breen. Tracy Kim Gooding. It's the same. Amy Jean McChrystal. Angela Nicole Parsons. Chancellor, I present a graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Psychology Clinical, Billy Elizabeth McKean. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Psychology Clinical with distinction, Emily Louise Adam. Monique Jade Champion. Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of the College of Healthcare Sciences graduates.
Chancellor, may I take this opportunity to introduce Ms. Danielle Hornsby. Ms. Hornsby is the Executive Director, Allied Health at the Townsville Hospital and Health Service. Ms. Hornsby is a seasoned health service executive who has a passion for driving innovation to improve health services in regional centres. Ms. Hornsby currently leads the practice for some 700 allied health clinicians across the broader Townsville region, with a reputation and achievement record which has influenced rural health policy and practice nationally for over 2 decades. Ms. Hornsby is a speech pathologist by background, holds a Master's in Business Administration, and is a graduate of the Australian Institute of Company Directors. Chancellor, I take much pleasure in inviting Ms. Hornsby to deliver the occasional address.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor and President, Deputy Chancellor, members of Council, members of staff, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, graduates. Graduates, wasn't it fantastic to hear your full name called on the stage today in such an auspicious occasion? Because I bet the last time your full name was called was when you forgot to do kitchen duties. I'd like to begin by thanking the University for inviting me to give the occasional address today. I feel very, very privileged to do so. Graduation is such an important milestone for graduates and their families, and I congratulate you all on your achievement. The completion of your degree is a great personal accomplishment and also a milestone shared by your family, friends, and parents who've contributed to your success. Many of you would have undertaken placements at the Townsville University Hospital over the past few years, and on behalf of my organisation, we're also very proud of you today and wish you all the best in making your mark in your career. My own story started as a very rebellious teenager, growing up in Blackwater in central Queensland, where academic ambition was not highly regarded, but working in the mines like your dad was the primary goal of many of my friends. I spent 4 years at university studying speech pathology, and I vowed I would never study again. But 4 years later, I enrolled in a Master's in Business Administration, and I can honestly say I haven't stopped learning, studying, absorbing knowledge since I left university at the tender age of 21. Today, I wanted to share with you 5 defining moments that you will undoubtedly experience during the next few years of your early career. Even though I graduated more than 20-something years ago, these defining moments are still with me and I still remember them fondly. I wanted to share them with you today because I want you to look for these, to remember them and to reflect on them often. Number 1, your first pay. So you're going to start work and many of you will receive your first paycheck. When I received mine, I remember it was $337 a week. I thought I was king of the world. And not that this is a recruitment exercise, but if you come and work for Townsville Hospital and Health Service, we'll pay you about $1,500 a week. This was a very momentous occasion for me when I really realised that studying at university, educating myself and becoming a health professional meant that I would forever have an income for the work that I enjoyed and had chosen to do. You do something special. Buy a memento, a keepsake, to remind yourself always that you have the privilege of an education in one of the world's oldest careers, but a career which continues to be at the forefront of our progressive society. We will always need doctors, midwives, and allied health professionals. Number 2, don't hurry, be happy. If you can make work your pleasure, then it's never hard to go to work each day. Engage in the work that you love. Don't be in a hurry to develop your career path or have a 5-year career goal, because it might take you a while to find out what you really want and like to do. Go with the flow. Make and take opportunities and be ready to take on different challenges. You will learn more in the next year than you did in the past 3 to 4 years. Be a sponge, soak up the knowledge and the help from around you. Be better, smarter, and more helpful, more modest tomorrow than you were yesterday. In my own career, I've had 6 distinct career changes, all of them in healthcare, but each one teaching me and exposing me to new things, new people, new achievements. I'd never be where I was today if I'd focused on a well-trodden path. If you're too focused on that well-trodden path, you often don't see the opportunities that might exist for you to find the perfect fit for you, the right environment, the right people around you, the ability to marry your passion with your job. Don't hurry, be happy. Number 3, back to basics. Medical knowledge has been expanding exponentially. Back in 1950, it took 50 years for medical knowledge to double. It accelerated to 7 years in 1980 and 3.5 years in 2010. Today, medical knowledge doubles at about 73 days. Medicine and healthcare will advance more in the next 10 years than it did in the past 100 years. And the business world has gone through similar change. When I graduated 20-something years ago, there were no smartphones or even mobile phones. Computers were more like word processors and sophisticated calculators. And there was no such thing as e-commerce, Bitcoin, virtual reality, data lakes, blockchain, Wi-Fi, behavioural economics, Google or Bluetooth. But now what an incredible era we work in. An incredible era to embrace and evolve with. And I love waking up every day and wondering what's next. Cancer detecting pens, bionic hand controlled brain signals, no pain dentistry, fast acting depression spray, pain relief goggles, regenerating body parts, and home DNA kits are all tech breakthroughs that are wowing the world right now. But what doesn't change in healthcare for health professionals is the basics of human kindness. So there will be many times in the next few years where you will feel completely overwhelmed by knowledge, feel very inadequately prepared for the task that you're doing right now. But remember, the people that you're caring for are feeling 10 times more overwhelmed and troubled in that moment. What they need from you is a reassuring word, a touch on the forearm that says, I'm here to help, and to feel safe that you have their best interests at the forefront of your day. As nurses, midwives, and allied health professionals, You make the difference in the way that care is provided. Go back to basics. Number 4, people will look to you for direction. Yep, in the next 2 years, as you go about your usual work, you will experience a defining moment when people look to you for direction and you realise you're the adult in the room. This moment for me came one day when I was working as a soul therapist in a small town called Texas on the Queensland border. And one day I was working in a circle on the floor with a group of special needs kids when out of the corner of my eye I spied a red-belly black snake slither across the floor and rest behind me, between the kids and the door. At that moment, at 22 years of age, I was the adult in the room, and the safety of these kids was in my hands. And these children had learning problems and struggled with the most basic of instructions. So this was certainly a test sent to me by the speech therapy gods. With my heart pumping, I eventually evacuated kids through an open window behind them. Luckily, we were on the ground floor, and we didn't really have too much paperwork to be filed. There will be a defining moment soon in your career where you will be the adult in the room and people will look to you for direction. And lastly, number 5, your work changes lives. I promise you, you will always remember that first time you truly changed a life. My memory was working with a young 32-year-old man, Peter, who had suffered a severe head injury after a car accident. He had a wife and 3 young children. Intubated, breathing by a tube, fed by a tube, he couldn't move and he couldn't talk. Not even voluntary eye movements were available to help him with communication, and he was truly locked in. People talked about him, around him, without him. And all along he could understand everything being said, but couldn't tell anybody. Over 18 months I worked with this man and his young family, and eventually we had him breathing on his own without a tube, eating food and drinking his first beer. And the most rewarding part was working on a technique with an occupational therapist, which meant that with assistance he could communicate for the first time in over 12 months. And his first words were, "I love you," to his wife, and it brought the house down in tears. It was this moment I realised that my skill, what I had learnt at university and studied, and the dedication to this family had changed things forever for the better. Peter went home to live with his family after 2 years of living in a nursing home. You too will soon into your career have a defining moment like this, where you know just by doing what you've trained to do results in something extraordinary for somebody else's life. Congratulations to each and every one of you today, nurses, midwives, and allied health professionals of our future. As you leave this ceremony with testament in hand, please bask in the importance of your achievement. I look forward to crossing paths with many of you in the future and hearing how your defining moments and which ones you've created. What I believe is that your professions, nursing, midwifery, and allied health professionals, are some of the most rewarding and fulfilling careers of the 21st century. And I'm sure that the whole audience joins me in congratulating you today.
Chancellor, I now invite graduate Mr. Craig Readup-Morris to deliver the graduate address.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor and President, members of the official party, members of council, members of staff, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, fellow graduates. It is my great privilege to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of my fellow graduates to Miss Danielle Hornsby, the occasional speaker for this afternoon's graduation ceremony. I'm sure that we can all agree that the words shared by Miss Hornsby are tremendously inspiring and encourage us to look forward to our careers as early healthcare professionals. Your insight into some of the defining moments we will likely experience provide us with a better understanding of what we can expect from each of these passing moments. We will remember your words presented to us here today. We will remember to enjoy these moments and to reflect on them, to aspire to be better healthcare professionals. Your words have truly helped shape the mindset of every one of us here today, and have shaped the outlook my fellow graduates and I have on our future careers. Graduates and members of the audience, please join me in showing our appreciation to Miss Danielle Hornsby through a round of applause. There have been two major groups of special people within our lives that have guided us, shown us love and kindness, and have provided us with unwavering support during our time here at James Cook University. The time and effort that these great people have given us along our journey have helped us reach the heights of where we stand today, and for that deserves our highest amount of praise. Firstly, to our parents, family, and friends, you have accompanied us through our highs and have been there with us to celebrate our successes. But you have also been there through our lows and helped lift us when we needed that little push to keep moving forward. You were there to motivate us, build us up, and praise us. You have instilled in us the confidence to pursue and take advantage of any opportunity that is presented to us. Your kindness, guidance, and support that helped us through our journey did not go unnoticed and will never be forgotten. Graduates, please stand and turn towards your family and friends here today and join me in acknowledging their support through a round of applause. Graduates, please be seated. The second group that have supported us during our studies are the staff of the university. Their unwavering dedication, passion, and professionalism in their work should be seen as leading examples of how we graduates must conduct ourselves in all our future career endeavours. You have laid the foundations to begin our future careers as aspiring healthcare professionals, and by filling us with the knowledge we need to move forward and succeed. You have taught us to learn from our shortcomings, given us constructive feedback, and guided us to become better. You have done more than just teach us knowledge we need to excel in our careers. You have also taught us how to be mentors for the future generations. Knowledge does not appear out of thin air, and it is carefully cultivated and passed on to us by outstanding academic staff such as yourselves. You have been perfect role models in which we should aspire to be like. For all these things, we thank you. Finally, this brings me to us, the graduates of 2021. Congratulations to us all. We have finally made it. All the hard work that we have put in, perseverance, the sweat, especially here in Queensland, and the tears we may have shed along the way are all worth it now. The past couple of years may have been tough, but they have been challenging for a reason. It is to bring out the best in us, show us that we are resilient and can endure and find success in the work that we do. We should all be proud of our achievements so far and look forward to the future with enthusiasm and excitement. As one chapter closes, another opens. Whatever it might be, wherever it may take place, and whenever it may begin, it is a future with endless possibilities that will give us so many amazing opportunities to shape our lives. So follow your dreams and pursue what you are truly passionate about in life, and remember those who have helped us along the way. For now, though, let us celebrate our achievements, Be surrounded by your loved ones, family and friends, and remember to celebrate safely. I wish you all good luck in your future endeavours and congratulations on your graduation. Cheers.
Chancellor. After 15 years of dedicated leadership and service to our university, it is now my great pleasure to invite our Vice-Chancellor and President, Professor Sandra Harding, to deliver her last ever closing address to a James Cook University graduation ceremony.
Chancellor, Ms. Danielle Hornsby, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, children, my university colleagues, and most of all, graduates. This has been a long ceremony. I will keep you only a few minutes more. Now, I'm mostly going to speak to the graduates, but I don't want to miss also acknowledging and congratulating the parents, partners, and supporters who are here today. As a parent and a partner, I know what it takes to be on the sidelines, watching someone you love go through what is a tough process, undoubtedly made more complex during COVID times, watching and wishing you could do more to help, encouraging them and commiserating with them. These past years have been a journey for all of you too. You will be feeling very proud of your graduate today, and rightly so, but your love and support deserve recognition as well. So my very best congratulations to you all. Graduates, I also acknowledge the hard work of my university colleagues, your professors and lecturers, and the professional and technical staff of the university for the important part they have played in your university journey. Your success is our success, and in these times, your success, we know, has been especially hard won. I know my colleagues are delighted to see you through to this important day. We greatly admire your resilience and determination, and we will take a quiet pride in your successes from here. Graduates, with congratulations and thanks delivered, there is only one more thing for me to do. It is to leave you with the last message from the university, and that message is about you and your professional life from here. Today, I'm going to share with you the truth of a professional life. Really, two truths. The first truth goes to the rhythm of a professional life, the rhythm of a professional life. As you settle into your roles, you will realise that there are two kinds of work days. First, there will be days when nothing much happens, when you go to work, do your job, bring to bear your education, training and growing experience. There will be some achievements and you'll come to know the usual frustrations, and then you'll go home and get ready for the next day. These are the ordinary days of a professional life, and almost always the next day will be pretty much the same. Second, as we heard from Ms. Hornsby, there will be days that start out ordinary, but then something happens. On these days, you will be challenged to discover a new solution, a new answer to the issue or problem confronting you. These rarer days are the testing days of a professional life. So the first truth of a professional life is this: most days are ordinary. Most days will not test you. Now, this truth, as it is slowly revealed over the early part of a professional life, is often itself a great challenge. For most of us, when we choose our profession, we think of a professional life as a succession of great, testing, winning, even heroic moments. Even now, you're probably upbeat and excited, perhaps a little fearful of the responsibility that rests with you, of the decisions you will be called to make. But over time, as the first truth of a professional life is revealed, that most days will not test you, it is easy to become disappointed or disillusioned, even wonder at the choices you have made. Most of us come to a point where we question about our career choice. Is this what I signed up for? Is this what it means to be a professional in my field? Is this all there is? Graduates, when you get to the point of this questioning, this feeling of discomfort and maybe disappointment, when this dawning realisation happens to you, you will likely do one of two things. Some of you will conclude that as your day-to-day lived experience does not match the professional life of your dreams, you will leave your profession and do something else. That happens. Sometimes that's for the best. For others of you, your reaction will be different. You will puzzle about this. You will stop and reappraise the professional life of your dreams against the lived experience and think deeply about both. If this is you, you won't leave your profession. Instead, the second truth of a professional life will be revealed to you. That second truth is this: as exasperating as they can be sometimes, it is the ordinary days that matter most. It is the ordinary days that matter most. Let me explain. There is a reason why we refer to working in a profession as practicing your profession. You see, on those very many ordinary days, that's what you're doing, practicing. Practicing to apply your knowledge and to hone your judgment. Practicing to manage yourself and, in time, to manage others. Practicing to question and to learn and to perhaps then teach. Practicing by getting things wrong as well as right. Practicing to respond to those who need your professionalism. Practicing to put them and their needs first. And perhaps, if you learn the lessons of your professional life, practicing to lead. These are the days that matter most. For the point of all that practice and all those ordinary days is to ensure that when you are called upon to make the critical decision, when you are at a moment of determination, with all the pressure and stress for you and others that this will entail, with others depending on your judgment, waiting for your call, what emerges for you at that moment as a result of all that practice, of all those ordinary days, is the ability to quiet yourself, to focus, to think, to assess, to decide, and to act. Right there and then, the sum total of your experiences of who you are and who you've become will be brought into sharp focus. When this happens to you, as it surely will, at that very moment, you are called upon to do a most amazing thing. You are called upon to deliver on your potential. Deliver on your potential as a professional, but perhaps more importantly, as a human being, as a person in the world who has had the benefit of a fine university education and the great opportunity, the immense challenge, the wondrous privilege of living a professional life. Graduates, you didn't know it then, but when you were born and during your life, there have been those around you, those who love you, who have wanted three simple things for you: your health, your happiness, and that you fulfill your potential, whatever that might be. And they are all with you today, sitting here or thinking of you from afar, just bursting with pride that you have already achieved so much. My university colleagues too are buoyed by your potential and all that you might achieve in and for this world. Graduates, you are ready. You have in your hands, in your minds, information, tools, knowledge, and the capacity to gain more. as you embark on the great journey ahead, as you think about all the years and months and days before you, think on the truth of your professional life. Work to find great meaning in the ordinary days, secure in the knowledge that it is indeed these that matter most. And practice your profession. Practice your profession so that when the testing days come, when others have such great need of you and your judgment, when you are tested beyond your experience, and when in time your own profession looks to you for your leadership, you will meet that critical moment and deliver on your potential. Graduates, as this ceremony ends, the future, your future, and all that you will become and all that you might achieve begins right here, today. Know that you have my heartfelt congratulations and my very best wishes and those of the entire university community. Know also that you have the love and support of your family and friends who will be with you as your life unfolds. It is now time for you to start your journey to become the professional of your dreams amidst the ordinary days and the testing days, and to do what others have wanted for you all the days of your life, to deliver on your potential. Graduates, goodbye and good luck.
Chancellor, the successful staging of this ceremony is the culminative effort of many university staff. I would like to thank the ceremonies and examination officers for the coordination of this ceremony. On behalf of James Cook University, I extend the compliments of the season to you all. This graduation ceremony is now concluded. Will the Assembly please stand as the Chancellor leads the academic procession from the auditorium?